Good morning to the Off Course community, my lovely people, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. Another Off Course episode on the go. Today you've got your host.
We spoke about banging the table.
Okay, I'll stop. This guy's been shouting at me because he says that I bang on the table too much.
I understand. For the viewer's standpoint, like, if you just bang on the table, it hurts your ears. Bad.
But they must say, like, I don't think they can hear it though. Okay, you guys must say in the comments.
If you can hear Yenzi banging the table at least once every episode, let us know.
But then, no man, today you've got another Off Course episode with myself, Yenzo Anzuza, and my co-host Darren Liu.
Gents and ladies.
Yeah?
I said gents and ladies.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're just greeting.
Yeah.
I thought I did something wrong again, bro.
No. No, everything's right today. No table bangs, speaking into the mic.
Yeah.
Everything is.
But that's lovely. What I heard last time. Like, people were complaining that, like, I wasn't speaking into the mic, gang.
Yeah, I think you just get carried away.
Yeah, I get carried away. I'm sorry, Oaks. Like, I get carried away. Then I get too excited, you know, with the conversation that's going on. Because we speak about interesting things. It starts to excite me, bro.
But how do you... I don't know. We're not very good at, like, also telling guests to speak into the mic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, other podcasts, they're like, yo, can you just speak into the mic? Well, we don't do that.
Yeah. Well, that's facts, bro. I don't know, bro, because it's hard to tell someone, hey, bro, like, just fix your mic there. Like, it looks rude.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't look... But I think we just fix it for them. So, like...
Isn't that even worse, man?
I think... No,
imagine it's like chilling.
Okay, yeah, then someone pushes the mic into... That would be... Okay, yeah. I get where you're coming from there, bro. But then... At the end of the day, it's like for the viewers, bro, because they got to get the best quality of sound.
Yeah.
But then I think if you walk around, so let's say you don't just push it there, because that's also uncomfortable. But like if you walk to, like if I had to walk around your chair, then I push it up for you. Like that's like service. It's like I'm coming to help you.
Or you could just be like, yo, Yenzi, do you mind just speaking into the mic there?
What if they're speaking?
They're gonna stop speaking and look at you, right?
Yeah, no, that's true. So you want to
wait until they finish. Just be like, yo, do you mind just speaking into the mic from now on?
But then, like, let's say they're telling like a really long story, and then now that story sounds bad because they haven't been speaking into the mic.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I'm saying, like, we should do that thing where they walk around and stuff, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or you can just...
Oh, yeah, just point. Just be like...
Or before, like, we start, we, like, tell them.
Yeah. Because we did it. I think, like, it depends on who... If we're close to the person. Because we've done it with people that we're close to. Like, we told Tadeo, we told TK, we told...
Gary.
We told Gary, we told Obi, but unfortunately, yeah, Obi's thing...
Yeah, unfortunately, some of those episodes got lost in the mix.
Oh yeah, some of them were. What happened to the audio, ne?
Yeah, audio files. Some of them, like the videos, we can't get them off of a certain device, and like it's just a lot. I mean, we didn't have it all figured out in the beginning. Like we didn't have a set way of doing things. So like, it was bound to we were bound to face some obstacles and stuff.
Yeah, it's good because like some of the mistakes that we made back then, we're not making now.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we're still making mistakes there and there. But then, yeah, because at least like we started it, bro. Like it was never going to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like you hear a lot of people saying that they're going to start shit there and there. But then, of course, like there's some obstacles that you know, other people face that we wouldn't typically face to start certain things. But like, I think if you've got the resources to do so, man, like, start it, bro.
Yeah, that's our main topic for today. It's just procrastination and how to combat procrastination. What to do basically to get over your procrastination. But do you think like what do you do?
Me? Bro, I won't lie to you or the audience, bro. I haven't solved it yet, bro.
Procrastinating.
Like I still do CPF method, cram, pass, forget.
no,
just to
cram,
get
pass,
through.
fail. Cram, pass, fail. CPF.
Dude, but I feel like
Oh wait, cram, pass, fail doesn't make sense because you already passed.
Yes,
I just realized what the fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. But what was the thing that they were saying?
Cram, pass, fail.
No, cram. It was cram, right, fail or something like that.
What, the original one?
No, original CPF like cram, pass, forget. But what was the twist on? Where they say, yeah, you fail.
Which one where you fail? I think because people still used to say cram, pass, fail, but I don't think they understood that.
Yeah,
Hey,
I just
that
realized that doesn't make sense. You already
sense.
passed, now you fail. What the fuck?
Hey, now some people, bro, but like,
Okay.
you know why I think the CPF method is addictive?
Why?
It works.
For certain subjects.
Okay, yeah.
For certain things.
And the
For
thing
math.
is- huh?
For math.
Okay, yeah, for math, bro, you can't do that. You failed, dude. So nicely, bro. So nicely. But like, okay, for math, I think people at a certain stage they understand. That's when people like start dropping to like math slits and stuff.
What, so you're saying CPF warriors dropped the math slit? CPF warriors dropped the math slit?
Nah, dude, I'm saying that like people are CPF warriors for subjects that like you can be a CPF warrior for, like where it's possible.
What subjects with that? English, yo.
Like subjects that like where you have to study and stuff.
Yeah, like English.
Like English.
Yeah, cram the poems.
Oh yeah, those poems, dude.
Cram the poems.
Even those YouTube channels that like explain poems and stuff, bro. Yeah.
Cram. 2 times speed. You there watching?
Hey, dog.
Cram.
Cram.
Pause.
And what are those things? Fuck, dude, I forgot. Like those weird things that they use like to describe what certain thing is being used in the sentence.
It's parts of speech.
Yeah, those parts of speech, but like those difficult ones.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, bro. The ones that like you've never heard of, now they're coming in last second.
And then there's a multiple choice question. No, it's not. It's like, what part of speech is this? And then when you walk out, then the smart people will be saying some crazy things you've never heard of before. All you know is metaphor and simile.
Hey, yo, bro.
That's all you know, bro.
Hey, dog. And the thing is, like, that's your default. Your default.
Cramming.
Huh?
Or what?
Now I'm saying like your metaphors and similes. Like if you don't know what else it is, you just put it there, hope that you get a few marks or something. But like even CPF is a default, bro. Because if you think about it, like if it keeps on working for you, that's all you know. Like you're gonna, even though it's painful in the moment, because obviously like people will like do certain things before they actually get up and like start studying and shit like that, because they're gonna be watching Netflix and like texting people, WhatsApping people, doing all that other stuff, going onto Instagram, TikTok, like stuff that takes your time away, dog, before they actually start the thing. And like I think people need to realize that like before, when you start like going onto those apps during that certain period of time, I think it's worth starting your work in that period of time that you've wasted, ne? Because suffering in the end like that is not worth it, bro. Sure, dude. That pain that you go under when you're cramming, and it's just too much for your head, dog.
Remember when you were cramming before maths in term 2 of matric, but when you and Gary were busy pulling on.
Nah, that was grade 11, dude. I'd never put up a stand like that in matric.
Finals or half year.
It was half year. Because finals now, I had my stuff together, bro. I was ready for that exam. But it was last year. No. Grade 11. Where we stayed up. We pulled that all-nighter because we left things to the last second. And also, like, we were coming back from lockdown, so we didn't know what was going on, bro. We weren't attending, like, online classes, dude, so it was so bad. We still ended up failing that exam. but luckily, bro, they gave us boosts.
Yeah, boosters.
The whole grade got boosters, bro. So we ended up passing. But like, we shouldn't have, though.
Busy taking shots of coffee.
Hey, dog, shots of coffee. Even GX took a cold shower just before we started studying, bro. And I remember I started crying before, like, in my room, like, because I was so tired, dude. So I remember I walked into my room, like, I just sat on my bed and then I just started crying because I knew it was done. It was done, dog. I failed that. It was done, bro. But even you guys used to pull crazy stunts for accounting.
No, our stunts weren't like cram. Like we were past the level. Like cramming, like is here. Like you, but still would have faith.
Yeah.
Cramming. Me and Gary were like here, bro. We had no faith. So we'd open our books like to cram. Like we were still here. We had faith. We'd read something. Shit, yo, we don't know how to do this. Yo, yo, and it's late.
Oh, so you guys are doing CPF method with while also picking what to study.
No, we had to study everything because we didn't know anything. But then, like, obviously, you start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, we start with the easy stuff. So you build your confidence and then you tackle the hard stuff. But easy stuff, we're like, yo. We found out, like, yo, we didn't even know the easy stuff. Like, easy stuff, we're still going to Jake.
You're still asking Jake. Hey.
So then we gave up and we watched Peaky Blinders.
You just watched Peaky, you just gave up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, we just gave up.
But also, like, going to smart people for help, like, those people who have their stuff together, they'll judge you, dog. Like, they'll judge you.
Yeah, Jake used to come in and laugh at us, bro.
He used to go before an exam.
When he saw us cramming for
like, he saw you
accounting.
guys struggling.
Yeah, and we'd always ask, yo, Jake, can you come please sit with us and, like, just teach us? He said, yeah, but he never did. Only for finals, he did. But before that, he never.
Because they don't have time for us, dog. Hey.
Yeah.
No, like, smart people, you must understand. They don't have time for you, bro. Like, you yourself, like, you feel sorry for yourself. Like, you think like, you feel sorry for yourself. But smart people don't give a fuck, dog. Like, they're just like, this annoying mosquito is irritating me.
Yeah.
He must just get his stuff together, bro.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
Like, even in Saga, why didn't that guy come help us with math, bro? Sometimes. What?
Yeah, that guy, bro. But he was also a busy guy, bro. Deputy head boy. He had his own things going on there. Also a captain, vice captain for basketball. He was busy, man, bro.
Marimbas as well.
Marimbas as well, dog, actually. Yeah, that guy was busy, yeah?
Yeah, very busy.
Hey, dog. Why didn't you ask, like, Mpompi and them for help? Taps and them. Jono.
Yeah, Jono would help us. Like, I'd go to Mackenzie. Yo, but Jono's help is not nice, bro.
Why he thinks too quickly, like he.
No, it doesn't think too quickly. It just belittles you or you just. It's demoralizing. You know when you're stuck on a sum for maybe 10 minutes and this guy just comes, hey, bro, why didn't you see this? Start writing, bro. It's like, nah, it's easy like that, bro. Like,
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So it's just, it makes you feel like damn when you really feel damn when you're done there. Yeah.
I think Tapio was like successful in math because John was there to help him along the way as well.
But that guy was really good at maths, dog.
Tapio?
You're supposed to be doing maths, what? What's
A1.
A1. No, maths, what's that? Maths?
AP maths.
AP maths, yeah.
Yeah, because he was in A1. And then he dropped.
Oh, yeah, he left it.
But that year, it was because we got help from Motswe. And we also got help from Jono. Like, it was just a lot of help.
Oh, shit. Yeah, bro, because I think, bruh, you need to ask for help wherever you go, dog.
Yeah, like that episode we had with Mish.
Oh, yeah, bro, we said, yeah, we're talking about, like,
help.
Sometimes you just need to ask for help, like, wherever you can, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think that's why some people, like, they struggle to get stuff done. They struggle to start because you just try to do it by yourself, like, all the time, bro.
Yeah, I think that's a pride issue.
Yeah, pride.
Pride
is ugly, bro. Like, sometimes you must just leave it.
What was your worst pride moment? My
worst pride moment? That, like, in general, that stopped me from, like, pursuing something or, like, just enjoy.
Just enjoy, like, what, like, and you realize, like, you knew, like, it was your pride, but, like, you didn't say, like, you're just stubborn, you know?
Yeah. Worst pride moment. Let's start, bro.
Because you are quite prideful,
Yeah, ish.
especially earlier in
Yeah,
your days.
earlier on I used to be prideful, bro.
Yeah,
But like
so,
I hope I've dialed down. Have
yeah, I'd say so.
I? You didn't seem sure there.
I'd say so, but you will still do the thing first, and if you fail, then you ask for help.
Oh,
You won't just ask for help.
yeah, cause sometimes like I'm like,
I can do it.
no, cause like I feel like okay, let me try my own first. I wanna see, bruh. Like I want. It's not. I'm not sure if it's a pride issue, but like it's also a thing of where like I'm just like, bro, I just want to try this first. It's not that I think that like I'm not saying nah, I don't need help. I just want to see, okay, wait, let me try. I just want to see if I can do it on my own. You know, challenge myself. But then yeah, once I fail, I'm like, yo, let me call someone, bro. I know my limits. What about you, bro?
Worst pride moment.
Like I can't think of one right now. Maybe after you've told one, I would have thought of one.
Pride.
But I think you're the same, bruh.
What do you mean?
Like sometimes you like doing stuff on your own first, and then if you fail, like you'll be like, ish.
Okay, wait. Mine is if I fail, like I won't ask for help.
So even worse than me, dog.
I'll go watch a YouTube tutorial.
You see, you're very like you're. Sometimes it's not a pride issue; it's just a do-it-yourself thing. Was that also? It's a pride issue that involves pride.
Yeah, that involves pride.
It does.
Like, I can do it better. It's like,
oh,
nah, I do it
you
better.
see, dog, you're worse than me. That's why I'm saying because now that I'm actually realizing, like, I must learn to like separate your whole thing of because you're a very like humble guy, very down to earth, but that doesn't mean that you don't have pride. Sometimes I think that separates that thing.
Yeah.
Like I struggle to separate that thing.
But do you think you need pride to be a leader?
No.
You don't need pride.
Pride is one of the worst things, bro, that you can have.
Okay, you need confidence though.
Confidence. That's where people struggle to separate confidence, arrogance, and pride, bro. That's pride will be the death of you.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true. Like I understand the thing where like the problem comes when I know I'm good at something, but there's someone better. Because I always want to be like, obviously, like if it's design work or something, like in like the work that I'm doing today, like if it's design work or something, obviously I know I'm not good at it, so I'm not like prideful, like nah, I have to do it. Like I'll be like, yo, Sharon, bro, dog, sign the work, sir. Like, yo, nah, this is your job. Okay. I'll be like, I won't force myself to be like an artist, a creative, because that's not me. But then like if it's something like, I don't know, something technical.
Yeah, something technical, something to do with numbers
or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then like I'm doing it. Then someone else. I'm hesitant to lay that work off to other people.
Oh, because you feel like this is my area.
And I can do it better.
I can do it.
But I won't be able to grow like that. Because obviously at the end of the day, time is obviously the most precious thing you have.
Yeah.
So then like in order to expand and like grow, you need to free up time. So the only way to free up time is by delegating your tasks to other people.
Yeah, no, that's true. You think that has to do with trust as well?
Yeah.
You trust that other people can do the work.
You also have to trust them.
Yeah. But then that whole thing, bro, because like pride it's also associated with like because most gents have pride, huh? Do you think like pride is as big as an issue in
like girl communities?
In girl communities as well.
That's very interesting. We should ask a girl.
Yeah.
We should ask someone. We must save that for someone.
Yeah, bro.
Well, we can talk about gents for now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a girl
like
with the girl.
What we know. So like dude, because I feel like it's a big issue with gents, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Do you think it has to do with like more like? Because sometimes it can. I won't lie. Sometimes it can be. Some people do like they still are successful, when they have pride and like they just want to do it themselves and keep on going. But imagine how much more successful you could be if you lowered your pride and actually asked for help or asked for other ideas or entrusted people with other ideas, because that gives more way to like different ideas to come in, different solutions, and that could like expand your mindset, expand your vision so much more, bro, to do other things. What do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, prideful people do succeed. Like they are successful, prideful. Like Zlatan, like come on, man.
Hey,
That
those
guy-
guys, yo.
Zlatan is prideful. He looks dope. So, what does he say? I'm a lion. What does he say?
Yeah, he calls himself God or something. So I don't know, but
But yeah, so he's a bit like that. But like, he's obviously successful. He has a successful career and stuff. But he's prideful. But I think even him, like, if he took a different approach, maybe he'd be at a different place. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you never know, dog.
Yeah, you never know. So I don't know. It's actually very tricky with pride.
But then do you think like, because you know how we were talking about procrastination before, no?
Yeah, we'll bring it back to procrastination just now, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I just wanted to like to try like link it, right?
Okay.
So you know how with procrastination, like you only start later, and you only start later with your work, whether it's like work with studying, work with starting a project, a business, or like if you're artistic, whether you're starting something in that sector. Do you think delaying your starting point is because of your pride? Like you're scared of failure?
Do you think a scared of failure is part linked to pride? Yeah, maybe it is.
I think so.
Because
Like it has to do with your ego as well. Like you're scared because you're already, you're fine with being, I won't say average, but
yeah, you can say average.
Okay. I'll say that you're comfortable with where you are, and you feel like your pride, your ego is like at a healthy level, and you don't want to risk it by doing something.
Yeah, it's comfortable being prideful.
It's comfortable because if you think like how many more like artistic people and like people with like a huge vision would they be if they weren't scared of being embarrassed or embarrassing themselves or their things failing, you know? Because I think that's a pride issue as well, bro.
Let me just check the camera quick.
Because people aren't just lazy, bro. It's not just. I don't think you just. Okay, some people are just like. But I think like some people, it really does link with like, with that whole thing of pride, bro.
That does make sense though. I never really thought of that. Like maybe it is a pride issue that like you're not willing to get your, like you don't want your ego to get hurt. You don't want to lose that pride. Because it's nice being prideful. It's addictive. It's like you just feel like you like
I get
the guy.
I get what
you're him.
saying, bro. You're him. You're that guy. You're that guy, bro.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, is it worth it?
Yeah, it's not worth it, but you know, people do just chase what makes them feel good at the end of the day. That's also a huge factor in procrastination. It's just I feel like I saw like a video somewhere talking about why people procrastinate and stuff in this day and age, and it's come down to like because we're always so stimulated, like our brain is always so stimulated, like our phones, like TikTok, it's like very stimulating to your brain, like dopamine and stuff like that, right? Like stimulating, and when I refer to being stimulated, I mean like your body will release dopamine when you do those actions.
Oh, okay. So, that makes sense now.
Yeah, so when you think about it, like, okay, you on your phone, TikTok, dopamine, Instagram, dopamine, you're getting likes, you're getting comments, you're talking to people, engaging people. That's very like that releases dopamine. Obviously, the crazier stuff like, you know, adult content
Oh,
adult content, like that type of stuff, like that also releases crazy amounts of brunch. And that thing releases dopamine, obviously, and it's like addictive. That thing is bad for you.
Hey, dog.
That thing is bad for you.
I watched some other YouTube video and I've read on it a bit, bro, and that thing actually F's you up, dog. Like, fucks you up.
That messes you up.
Hey.
And so obviously all those things are stimulating and it's easy to access. So your work, which is less stimulating, is gonna seem boring to you.
That's actually fact.
Exactly. So you're not gonna want to do it. That's why when, like, I don't know if this happens to you, but sometimes if I'm working and then I need to get something off my phone, like for my work, like it's genuinely work purposes.
Yeah.
As soon as I go on my phone, fuck, I'm stuck there now for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Now I'm scrolling TikTok. But I just went there to get like a photo or file off my phone. But now I'm stuck there for like 10, 15 minutes. Just scrolling TikTok, checking Instagram, replying to messages. Then I realized, I was meant to be working. Oh shit. Carry on working.
Yo. And that thing child's time, bro.
What thing?
That thing of like when you go onto your phone.
Yes.
Once you like, because once you go on to go check, like, I get that work thing. Go on to go check your work thing, you're like, okay, let me just go onto Instagram, see what people are doing, just for like a bit, bruh. Then you're like, okay, wait, I'll start at this time. Okay, wait, let me just a bit more time. And the thing is, like, we all do this whenever like it's an awkward number. So let's say like we say, okay, I'll start at 10:30. Then, like, let's say it's 10:32. You're like, I can't start now. Let me start at 22.
Yes, that thing is
weird.
That thing is weird. That's procrastination, though.
Yeah,
that's hectic. That's procrastination. That's because procrastination is also always wanting to do things perfectly. So, it's not the perfect time now. So I need to do it when it's the perfect time.
That's fact.
So it's like, it's 10:32 now. No, I can't start 10:32. 22:11 then.
Nah, that's fact. But then do you think that can't that also be like a good thing?
Procrastination?
Not procrastination, but like that thing of timing. It's like you wanna, because some people, I feel like maybe it is procrastination, but some things generally do need timing.
Like? Because I don't know. I don't believe in that perfect timing thing. I feel like if you don't start now, you lost it. You lost the time. The perfect time to start was now.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's my like belief. Like I don't believe like, like imagine if the podcast it wasn't like, okay, as soon as I get back we're gonna start. Or it wasn't even that. It was while I was still there, we were getting all the stuff. We were already thinking like it was in action immediately. Like we were always planning. We were always talking about ideas, bouncing ideas off each other. Like it started now, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we actually started immediately.
Exactly, start immediately. But like, imagine if we said, okay, we'll start when I get back.
Okay, I know that's fact. Because we could have made up excuses being like, nah, we need to be like
together
we need to come up with the things.
Perfect time. Like, that's the perfect time to start. Then where would we be?
That's actually...
Probably wouldn't have all the gear.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But then, like, what if it's someone like artistic, like they can only write in like specific places, or like they can only do things at like a certain time, like Miss Bella.
Yeah, like, I get her. I get where she's coming from. Like those are her creative and like safe places. But like, if you want to grow, you need to go out of your comfort zone. If you know what I mean. True. Like, to be effective and efficient and all those things that are needed in this, like, especially today where like the internet connects everyone, that also makes it very competitive. Like everyone, like, think about it, back then, how many people were singers, but that's because they had like facilities, but now everyone has the facilities. Now you're competing with like how many more people?
That's actually fair.
It's crazy, bro.
Because those guys used to be fighting like over studio spaces, all of that.
Now you can have a studio at home.
Yo, that's actually true, bro. Because the more like everything is developing, but isn't it weird how like as the world is like getting more developed, yeah, and like it's becoming more competitive, we're also getting like more distracted because of how easy it is to procrastinate.
Yeah.
So like because it's developing, more opportunities, but at the same time, we're kind of like slowing ourselves down from those opportunities
Yeah, literally.
because of how much it's developing, bro.
Exactly. I get what you're saying. Like, but okay, this is like more conspiracy theory side of things. Don't you think, like, they say that, like, obviously the conspiracy theorists, they say like the world is controlled by like a puppet master almost. Like someone is like controlling the whole world.
Illuminati, like rich people.
Yeah. Like they say there's the world government, then above that there's people that control like everyone.
The rich people, bro.
Yeah. So then they say, like, don't you think it's quite weird how they like release all this type of content and like they flood our minds with like all these social, like everything on social media and stuff like that. It's like distracting us from what they're doing.
Oh, I've actually seen something like that. Huh?
Yeah, like it's quite messed up. Like they like occupying us and they're keeping us, because I don't know. I also saw something saying like how school teaches you to be a slave to society instead of being free.
Instead of being free, because we never like learn all those like entrepreneurial stuff and like.
Not necessarily entrepreneurial stuff, because like being an entrepreneur, it doesn't necessarily make you free. It's a tool to freedom.
Oh,
it's a tool. Like if you think about it, like what do we learn at school? We learn how to work for someone, how to do all these things for someone. It's like,
it doesn't. They don't give you the tools to be able to.
It's not very individual. How do you say that word?
Individualistic.
Yeah. Individualistic.
Like, so it's very like community and hey, what's the word? Oriented. What? Orientated. Yeah.
Not necessarily. It's just the problem is obviously everyone's different.
Yeah.
Right. So why is everyone being taught the same way, the same thing, like exactly the same way? Like that's not very. You're not molding people to be themselves. You're molding people to be like this certain way, think the certain way.
Oh, you feel like certain way. So schools and the education system have like one system of teaching, and because everyone is so different, like that's not the way we should be going.
Yeah.
Because of how like it's suited for a set of people.
Yeah.
No, I get you there.
Like I don't know if you've seen that photo. It's like it's like rainbows and sunshine on one side. Then there's like a factory, and on top of the factory, the sign says like school, and then the kids go into it like all like rainbows and sunshine, and the other half of the image is black and white, and then on the side, like leaking out of it, it says creativity.
Yo. Now those things are deeper.
Yeah, like if you really think about it, it is quite deep. Because, damn, bro, like why do we look down on people that want to pursue creative paths? If you know what I mean. As much as like we say like nah, like chase your dream, but there's still a stigmatization. Is it stigmatization or is it stigma?
Very big.
What is the word?
What
is it? Stigmatization or stigma?
No, I can just say there's a
stigma. There's a stigma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because bro, even back at school, like I'm not sure if a lot of drama and art students like face that thing, bro. Like people always made fun of the subject.
Yeah.
Like people make fun of the subject, but like it's not. People think it's easy, bro. People think it's easy to go onto a stage and say a few words, say a few lines, but like, bro, when you actually learn about it, you actually understand how difficult that stuff is to do, bro. To like put yourself in the place of that certain character or do those things on stage. Like people underestimate it, bro. And I don't know, I think people find it embarrassing. Like not just performing, but just like the subject itself. Or to express yourself on like a piece of artwork. Like people are, I don't know, bro. But like, I used to be one of those people, bro. You know, how do you take that subject?
Yeah, definitely.
I used to be one of those people.
Definitely.
But once you actually like place yourself in that situation and like you start learning more about it, you're like, whoa, hey, what was I doing? Why was I judging?
Like I won't lie, I enjoyed drama. Grade 9, grade 8, I enjoyed the subject.
Yeah, that was fun, bro.
Grade 8 and 9 drama, like it's fun. Like I enjoy drama, but like because of the stigma attached to it, like if you take drama, you're gonna be a failure.
That deep, you thought like
No, because people think drama is a useless subject.
Yeah.
Me included. Like when I was choosing subjects, didn't even look at drama.
Yeah,
Like you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
didn't even consider
Yeah,
drama.
bro.
Even geography, didn't consider geography.
Didn't consider it.
Like there's some subjects that just have a stigma to it. Like, but why?
I don't know, dog. Cause like, I feel with drama, like, I think cause you have fun, now people think, that's even worse, dog. Cause now like people think that when you're having fun in a subject, it's not serious. Dude, so now everything in school must like be pop all the time. You must always be like depressed from your subject workload.
So are we teaching people to be happy then? Like think about it, if there's a stigma attached to if it's fun, then it's pop. Then like, what are you teaching people that when they go to work, when they choose a thing to dedicate the rest, how many years? 40 years. They mustn't be happy. They must be sad. It must be pop. That's what they're teaching though.
But like for some people, it is
fun.
What they want to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, studying diagrams of the human body part, it's fun.
Yeah. No, definitely. We're not saying like those subjects are bad because a lot of people don't find them fun. But like obviously people do find it fun. That's why like people are into it and stuff and dedicate. But some people dedicate it because like they like as society like told you, nah, this is a great paying job or this is good for your like status. Like this is. They do it for those things. They don't do it because it makes them happy. It's not what they want to do.
No, that's very true, bro. But then again, like, we mustn't. I think an important thing about like that whole thing of do what makes you happy. It's like, yes, it's a very good message, but you must also understand that like a lot of people who say that like some people who come from certain like backgrounds and suffer from certain situations they don't have the time to be doing what makes them happy or what's fun. Like people are trying to like survive, get their families out of certain situations. So they have to put themselves like in a good paying job or something like that. Or if they're good at a sport, although they might not love the sport, but they're good at it, then they grind at that sport to take their families out of certain situations. So, like, I think when we talk about that thing, like, we must be careful. Like, yeah, sure, you can say, like, you know, but then I think once you get your family out of that situation, you must give your kids, since your kids are you've put them in a better position. So now I think it's your job to give your kids that choice of doing what makes them happy.
Okay. Yeah. But on your point of like, they're not necessarily doing what makes them happy. But I feel like if what you're doing is going to better your family, that will make you happy.
That's true.
Like the fact that you are taking your family from here to there, that process is, I can't speak from experience, but like I can only imagine like that would be quite a great feeling. Like you taking care of your people.
No, that's true. That's facts, bro. Because actually, now that I think about it, like when I understand, I think I can look back and like understand from some parents' perspectives of why they don't want this. Like, although there's a bigger picture to it, I understand why they don't want like their children, why they don't think that thing is serious. Because from their lives, it's just been like a thing of, if I don't do this, this is going to happen. Like, you know, there's built up history of like their own lives of like, this is what's happened. And this is what was going to happen if I didn't get this job, do this. So I think it's like a thing of where this is what you need to do. This is what you should be doing, because that's what they know. And that's what they take like seriously, if you know what I mean. So when they see their kids going to do like things that they aren't used to, things that they don't know, it's like, whoa, why are you doing that? But I think it all comes down to like being open-minded, bro.
Have you heard that one? I saw this message, I think, on TikTok, and it was like saying how if the person you ask, like if someone tries to give you advice, right?
Mm.
Obviously be respectful and stuff like that, but like if they're not where you want to be.
If they're not where you, okay.
So if, like, let's say some guy that you don't rate comes to give you advice. So no, like it's this guy, like you don't like this guy, but he's where you want to be.
Oh, he's where you want to be. Okay, yeah.
And he tries to give you advice. You should take that advice.
You should take it.
Because he's where you want to be.
Mm.
In life, like let's say your dream life was to have a huge house. Like let's just keep it like materialistic for now. He's got a huge house. He's got like these cars, and he tries to give you financial like advice, but you don't like the guy. Take it. But obviously pride is playing a role, like because you don't like this guy, you're not going to take it. Another example, like the other way around, would be if this guy with like a divorce, he's been divorced 3 times, but he's your best friend, and he tries to give you relationship advice. Are you going to take it?
Dude.
Exactly. Like you shouldn't take it, but people still take it because it's their best friend.
Yeah. Oh, so you think we should separate the like the actual relationship and the person attached to that relationship from the advice that they give you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Because like even your parents, if you grow up as a kid and you like your parents are middle class and you want to be wealthy, like you want to be in the top one, like okay, yeah, middle class, upper middle class is like top 1%, but like let's say you want to be like Elon Musk and them rich, like that type of rich. Why are you listening to your parents' advice?
What about like business and stuff?
Yeah, or how to manage your finances. You should be listening to the people that are where you want to be.
But I think we should still be like respectful.
Yeah, of course, because they're still your parents at the end of the day.
Yeah, I get your point. Like your point makes sense. But like, don't just go out.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Like,
you guys don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know.
Fuck you, man. Like, that's the thing. No.
Do that.
No one's saying that. No one's saying that. You're just saying like, let's say your parents try to give you advice like, oh, thank you so much. I'll take that into consideration, but don't do it. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, man. But I think definitely like the values that they carry, like still take them in.
Yeah, of course.
Because the corporate world, business world can be cutthroat, bro.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying like, you need to see things like on the advice point of view, like if you're not financially like stable, parents try to give you financial advice, don't take it. But if you're like maybe your parents are like very generous people and they're very like their value system is like really good and they try to give you advice on how to raise a family or like how to carry yourself, how to like what type of person you should be, what's a good person, then definitely take that advice because that's the type of person you want to be.
But then, you know what my concern is, right? So you see that thing that you said about like if the person that you don't like tries to give you advice and like he's a billionaire or whatever. What if the reason that you don't like him is because the values that he had got him to that place? Like him having no morals or having like that like that thing in the business world where like you have to like do what you gotta do. Like what if that's not what you represent? Like what if that's not your
I get you. Like maybe he like had to like F up like thousands of people's lives in order to put himself there. Then yeah, obviously that's not the lifestyle you want to live.
Yeah.
Like then don't take his advice. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's all circumstantial. Like, it's all circumstance. But like don't be that guy where like or that person that like just because you don't like him, like it's a pride thing or petty, like you're just being petty or you just like it's a pride thing where you won't listen to him because this guy. Like you can learn from everyone.
That's because do you know that show Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Hey, I love that show.
Yeah, I know you love that show. How many times have you watched it now, bro?
Too many. Because, every time I go, like, I'm just like, like those lines, dog. like Uncle Iroh, bro. Like he just spits bars like constantly, and like I grew up watching that show. I can watch it now, and like the lessons that I've been taught from that show, like just everything, even the animations, all of that, bro. So like similar to what you were saying now, like Uncle Iroh, there's this one part where like he's explaining to Zuko, like he draws like a circle, then he puts like these 4 things in the circle, which represents the elements, right? And like he was busy saying that like the world needs balance, and that we need to like pull from each other and learn about each other as much as we can in order to keep that balance. Because once we understand each other, like we can respect each other, we can grow together. So, bro, that was, and I think that's, as you said, the pride thing is also stopping us, bro, and thinking that like we're better than other people. But it also comes from that thing of it, like, because some things, not just, it's also beneficial in helping you grow as a person, but not in a project aspect or like a business aspect. But that thing of learning from other people's, like looking at things from other people's perspectives and looking at things and putting yourself in other people's shoes and not just blocking it off. Because whether I'm talking about race, whether I'm talking about gender, sexuality, anything, because people just block off whatever makes them uncomfortable. They block off whatever they think that they don't need to learn. Because when you're in a position of privilege, you tend to think that, no, I don't need to learn that because it's not affecting you.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, bro, like it's all gonna help you grow as a person. That's that's what's important, bro. At the end of the day.
Yeah, just to keep an open mind.
Feed the soul, bro. Because although we're all trying to like do, complete our visions, like we gotta keep in mind of like at the end, matters what's like inside here, bro.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So like, would you think that in order to, let's say, since you're like I think you're one of the smartest people I know in terms of like, business, all of that, in terms of like young minds. Would you ever, the values that you carry now, they might change in the future.
Yeah, they might.
But would you change them for the worse in order to move up? Like, let's say it's a big deal. Like,
so like what value though?
Okay, what are your values now?
Say, I want to be giving. So that's the generosity side of things. Like I want to be a generous person because I believe in a mindset of abundance.
Yeah.
An abundant mindset. So like, I don't know. So that's one thing that I like. It's a non-negotiable. Like it's not changing.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's a great one.
I'd say I'm caring. Like I don't want to put someone else down in order to be up. Like that one, I understand. Like that one's a huge one in the like business side of things, or not even business, like just in life in general. People put people down to be up. Like obviously you scam someone, that's putting someone down to be up. Like that's just an example. But yeah, so obviously that one, I don't believe in that because I also believe in like karma.
Oh, you believe in karma?
Yeah, I believe in karma.
That's a real thing.
Like
fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck around and find out. Okay, karma, I believe in that. And what other things? So I just want to be someone that's generous, that's caring. And open-minded. So obviously, I'd say I'm pretty open-minded. Like if there's a new thing, I'm always willing to try it. If someone has a different perspective from me, I'm not stuck in my ways in which like I don't understand. I can't like see where they're coming from, if you know what I mean. I can see, and if it's obviously the correct, or if I view it better than what my current views are, I'm willing to learn and accept it for it being that. Like I get some people like they so stuck in their ways where like if someone comes with something that's literally life-saving for them or like life-changing, they're not willing to take it because they're so stuck in their ways.
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, what other values do you think? What were you trying to?
Oh yeah. So then I was asking that. So then, all those values that you've noted now and then, like they're very, they're like they people orientated. Like you care about people
Yeah.
and you're willing to like you like meeting new people. You like exploring new things. Like you like making conversations. You like looking within different things of like different people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So then, obviously, I'll just group them because they're
Okay.
quite similar.
Yeah.
If you come into a situation where, let's say, because capitalism, it's bound to. Dude, you know my trap.
Yeah. Dictator bins.
Huh?
Dictator bins.
Like, yeah, I feel you're bound to exploit a certain group of people, bro. So, say one of your businesses, bro, like,
Yeah.
you know that, like, you're going to end up, like, exploiting a certain group of people, or, like, there's wage issues, or, like, you know that your workers aren't being treated properly, or something like that. Something big, bro.
Have you seen that chat? Like, I get where your chat is coming from, but I feel like that might be a very Western view
Of what? Capitalism?
of like, yeah, that whole situation about like the wage issue and stuff like that. Because like, let's take like those Asian countries, for example. And you know how there was like a big outrage, how like,
But you're still going to answer my question.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's like tied in.
Oh, you're tying it.
Yeah, so it's like, you know how there's a big outrage on social media about sweatshops, especially like Nike sweatshops and all those things, like those wage outrages, let's say, because they're getting paid like, I don't know, like 20 cents per thing or something. Like it's a very low wage, like extremely low wage. Like on the Western view, looking in, because we sit here, when we look at that, we're like, yo, shit, no, they're getting mistreated. But if they weren't, not saying like, obviously, if they're abusing their workers, if they like the environment is not like sanitary and stuff like that, that stuff is different. But let's just focus in on wage, like the wage issue. We coming in from, especially like Americans, let's say Americans, they're coming in from a first world country where the minimum wage is like there it's bad, but like if you brought that minimum wage here, like we're living, we're thriving.
Yeah, because even people my friends in Zimbabwe, like my friends from Rhodes from Zimbabwe, like they talk about the same thing. Like they're like, oh, South Africa's minimum wage is this. Yo, back there, like.
Yeah. Like you see what I mean? Like we coming in from this perspective looking down, but to them, that's they looking at from here, looking there. So like, let's say the sweatshop is here, Western world is here, they're here.
Yeah.
Before this, they had no job. They're earning zero.
Yeah.
Now they're earning 20 cents. So they're looking like this.
Yeah.
Here, you're earning like $2, let's say.
Yeah.
You're looking at 20 cents, you're looking like that. So obviously you're going to criticize that and you're going to say, yo, no, you're exploiting them, you which it is exploitation from that point of like, they charging them 20 cents because it's cutting costs. They're not willing to pay the normal wage, like an American wage. Otherwise they would have just opened the factories in America. But for the people down here, for the people, like the people in these countries, it's a opportunity for them. So like, if we take away that competitive edge where like you can manufacture things at like a cheaper price in these countries, aren't you taking away the opportunities for these people? Because what else are they going to do?
I feel like, so first, that's a very good point that you've made now. But then, don't you think that like, okay, so let's take China for example.
Yeah.
China's got like a mix. They've got like a capitalistic economic system, but then in terms of government, like they've got a very strong
communist values.
Yeah. So the people living in that country, as you said, they're being given an opportunity to work.
Yeah.
To earn income, and it all depends on perspective at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And just because, okay, so let's say I'm a I'm a Chinese citizen. I'm living in China. I'm working at a sweatshop, and I'm earning minimum wage. Yes, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, I'm being given an opportunity. But at the same time, that doesn't mean it's just because your perspective is at that point. From like a bigger view, it's not good for you. If you get what I'm saying, like that shouldn't be the standard. Like you shouldn't be saying, "Oh, that's like I'm happy." That you shouldn't be saying that. If you get what I'm saying, like that shouldn't be the standard. Because if I like, as you just said, like the US looks at China and is like, "Whoa," like the Western view of like, "Whoa, that shouldn't be what's being like that's such a low wage," all of that. But I think we should always be looking to pick up the standard.
Like
Developing in terms of how much people earn, labor rights, all of that. Like it should never be a thing of that's their perspective. Like let them be. Like at a certain point, it's like no. Yes, there are certain things where like okay, I need to respect that, but you can't respect inhumane treatment.
Yes, I get what you're saying. Like that's when I said the things like obviously if they're abusing, like they're hitting their workers or they're trapping them or they're like making them work in like unbearable working circumstances, like horrible circumstances and stuff like that, which it is happening.
Yeah.
Like without a doubt it is happening. Like obviously people are working long shifts, they're working in like heat and like the bacteria, like it's just germs around and it's like it's not sanitary and it's not humane.
And also like isn't it also an issue in terms of how I can't remember when we learned about it, like in terms of inflation.
Yeah,
because what I mean is like we always need to keep up the standard, is that like the government will always need to keep up the standard in making sure that like there need to be expectations in terms of how well people are treated in a country. So if inflation goes up, and you know how you can see like you can project how much it's gonna be, or like although it is quite loose, like then the government needs to make plans for like okay, in order to people to be able to experience certain luxuries or like keep us certain like lifestyle, we need to push up the wages to this point.
No, I get you. But that's up to so like obviously the governments, like governments aren't a perfect system. Like it's like it's very messed up. It's very complex. It's very hard to understand. Like I don't understand it, but like I understand that it's not correct in a certain way. Like obviously people in the governments, like they also looking out for themselves at the end of the day, because human nature is selfish.
Yeah. It's horrible to think in that way, like it's don't you think it's like sad to like thinking that way, that like like people are really out here like just me. Of course, like to a certain extent, like you got to take care of yourself at the end of the day and like choose yourself. But there are certain situations where it's not just gonna be about you at the end of the day. You also have to start thinking about other people and not just grabbing me.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think we need to go in depth in that. That's another episode for another day.
Another chat, bro. Like that's focusing on yourself and doing all of that.
Yeah, and like just the overall dynamics of the world, right?
Because I think we also need to bring in like an expert on that chat.
Yeah, because we're not experts. Don't like get confused. Like we just talking amongst ourselves. Like it's just like a conversation that we're having. Like we not 100% like certain.
We're not 100%. We're just sharing our views and our opinions.
Yeah.
Like even what we're saying here might be wrong.
And then we'll learn from you guys.
Yeah,
like
we'll learn from you
if
guys.
maybe you guys have like a better point of view or better understanding of the situation, like hit us up. We'll love to have you on as a guest.
No, definitely, bro. Because now imagine, people think that we're like a direct source, and now
making statements.
Hey, dog.
We're just here to start the conversation.
Yeah, let's spark Nyananje, just to provide discourse, keep the conversations going, bro.
Conversation. Yeah, conversations are so important to develop anything. A society, especially, like you need to be able to talk to one another in order to understand where everyone's coming from, and in order to, as you said before, like you need to understand in order to grow together.
Yeah, definitely, bro. But do you think? So, I'm going back, man.
Yeah. Too.
But I'm like, because this procrastination thing, it links to like a lot of things. Like now I'm thinking, hey, several things, bro. Because when I think about it, like what you're speaking about now, about how like we need to stop like delaying this thing of like actually going and chat and understand. So procrastination, like, why do we feel like it's all just like in terms of like work as well?
That's very.
It's involved in all aspects of like delaying to do something, you know?
Yeah, procrastination can be anything. Think about like with those of you with like significant others. Imagine how many times you've said like, "Yo, I'm too busy. Like now, can we move our date to then?" Like that's just it's procrastination, but like it's also what you see as important. It shows what you see as important.
Yo, this is a fact, bro. So are you saying that all of us like who procrastinate with work?
You don't think your body or your mind doesn't feel like it's that important.
Oh, okay.
It's not what you want to do, so it's not important to you.
That's true.
Maybe it's important, but it's not important to you.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah. That's actually facts, bro. So you're saying like those. Do you think that people with like significant others, then like if they keep on pushing to see them, you know, like saying, "Hey, I'm busy there," do you think that means that like they're not that important and like they should just drop them?
It's not necessarily like not that important. It's maybe in the moment they don't see it as important. Like, because obviously like you're about to close like let's say like a 10M contract, and the same day you have to see your girlfriend per se, and like obviously like shucks, like she'll definitely understand if you say like you're doing that, right? So you're gonna postpone it, but if you keep doing that,
it's like a. But I think it's also happens like when you're young, dog, and like you've got things that like you need to do. Like there's a lot of things that you need to do, and like
what?
Let's say you are dating someone right now.
Yeah.
And you're doing what you need to do, you know, like you're on a roll, you're working, you're pushing like certain projects, like you're reaching for certain things, you know, like you're thriving, you know.
Yeah.
And like you are in a relationship with someone else, and you're failing to dedicate time towards them because you're so busy. And it's not because you don't like them or you don't have love for them. No, it's like you're genuinely busy. Like it's like that whole like right person, wrong time. So then during that period of time, like let's say the person like they're not willing to like, which is understandable, bro, because they might be at a certain time in their lives of where they want to settle, they want someone to be there consistently, and they're not getting that. So of course, like they're gonna be like, okay, choose me or choose your work.
So what do you choose?
Huh?
What would you choose?
Me? You are. Like, I think that's why, like, if you're young, but this is just my opinion.
Yeah.
And like you're really busy, and you're failing to do what you need to do for your partner. Or let's say like you don't have a partner, but you can see that, hey, if I start dating someone or I fall in love with someone here, I won't have time for this. So rather, let me not get involved. Let me just not get into anything stable with someone, because I know that I won't have the time I won't have the time to provide the certain effort that I need to provide in order to maintain the relationship. Yeah. So that's what my chat is, bro.
Yeah, no, I get your chat. Like, if you can't, it's unfair for you to expect them
Yeah, it's very
to put
unfair.
up with it. But if they are the right person, they will put up with it.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Or they will be there to support you. Like,
And then
yeah.
And then, like, let's say, you know, you've made it. Now, like, it's their time. Like, now it's your time to be like, your time to shine. Go off and do your thing. Like, there's nothing wrong with taking turns, you know?
Sharing the spotlight.
Yeah, bro. You've got to, there must be, you know, a balance. Even if it's, like, let's say you think that the person, what they're doing is small, and they've been like procrastinating and like not doing it, but you've been pushing them the whole time. Even if it's something small, like it's still big to them.
Yeah.
You know, never like
Diminish it.
Yeah, diminish it or like say just because from your perspective it's not something big. Like it means a lot to them. And this is to anyone, whether it's your friends, family members, anyone.
Yeah.
Like someone that you care about. Like just because it's not big to you, don't I could have done that better. No. Bruh. This is someone that you care about. It means a lot to them. So please just celebrate them and just like, you know, be there for them.
Yeah. So I think that's a great last message just because, this conversation could go on forever, but I think people like garden services here and they're cutting the grass now. So, so yeah, sorry guys about this. Like, so sorry to end the episode so short and like so quickly, so abruptly, but we'll definitely carry on this conversation.
Yeah.
Because we have so many loose ends to tie here, like with like experts or like people that are more knowledgeable or like can have this conversation with us. And if any of you are interested, like please send us a DM. Just send us a message. Like this platform's for everyone. It's just for people to come connect, speak about their viewpoints, and just like share their stories, man.
Yeah, and if you know anyone, like if they're too shy to contact us, please like tell us, like this person would be a great person, and put us in contact with them. Like that'd be
amazing, yeah. But yeah, so sorry about the abrupt end. But yeah, no. Thank you once again for tuning into the Off Course podcast, hosted by Yenzio and Zuza and Darren Liu. And yeah, no, we appreciate you guys. Just stay beautiful, man.
Yeah, danko guys.